Amarin recently announced a collaboration with HLS Therapeutics to commercialize Vascepa in Canada. It is receiving $5 million USD upfront, and has the potential to receive an additional $60 million USD in milestone payments, development, regulatory and sale-based milestones, as well as tiered double-digit royalties on net Vascepa sales in Canada. Specifics of the milestones are not publicly available. Canada is a relatively small market. Canadian statin sales are roughly 9% of US statin sales, so the long-term financial impact on Amarin probably won't be very significant. However, HLS Therapeutics appears to be a strong partner for Vascepa. It is a fairly new company with apparently only one other product at the moment, but it has a very experienced management team and previously raised $385 million USD. About HLS Therapeutics. HLS Therapeutics is a pharmaceutical company that previously acquired the Canadian and US rights to clozapine from Novartis International AG, which is used to help treat schizophrenia. Although it apparently only has that one product before Vascepa, HLS appears to be a well-capitalized company with experienced management. HLS's senior management is largely composed of the senior management team from BioVale, who left soon after BioVale merged with Valeant in 2010. HLS raised $385 million USD of capital in 2015 via a combination of debt and equity. It is believed that a significant portion of those proceeds went to acquire the rights to clozaril, which should provide steady cash flow despite its patent expiring long ago. Clozapine is considered the gold standard antipsychotic for treatment-resistant schizophrenia, although its side effects prevent it from being used in initial treatment. I'd imagine that HLS can devote a fair amount of its resources to help get Vascepa commercialized and become a successful product in Canada. There'd probably isn't a huge amount work to be done with clozaril given its long history and the high level of awareness about it among medical professionals. Vascepa potential in Canada. Statins are said to be one of the most frequently prescribed classes of drugs in Canada. Statins are the highest total cost drugs for Canadian provincial drug programs, with an annual cost of nearly $2 billion CAD, around $1.5 billion USD. The annual spending on statins in the United States was around $16.9 billion USD at around the same time. Using the above information as a proxy for Vascepa, the Canadian market size for Vascepa could be estimated at around 9% the size of the US market. Therefore, if Vascepa reaches around $500 million in US revenues, the equivalent amount of Canadian sales would be around $45 million USD per year. That would translate into royalty payments in the mid-single-digit millions per year, plus any additional milestone payments that get triggered. While this is a relatively minor revenue stream, there would be minimal cost for Amarin associated with it. Drug approval timeline in Canada. Vascepa is probably not going to be approved in Canada until at least 2019. The drug approval process in Canada is a bit slower than in the United States. The mean time from submission date to authorization to launch for market in Canada is 551 days, while the median time is 442 days. The REDUCEIT results are likely to come out before Amarin receives additional milestone payments of any significance from HLS. Conclusion: I'd consider the agreement with HLS Therapeutics to commercialize Vascepa in Canada to be an incremental positive for Amarin. The Canadian market is relatively small, but this should give Amarin an additional future revenue stream with little associated cost. HLS appears to be a good partner, given the management team's experience and its financial resources, along with its ability to devote a fair portion of its efforts towards Vascepa. REDUCEIT remains the key factor that will drive Amarin's share price next year though, and the $5 million USD upfront payment won't be a game changer with regards to Amarin's potential decision to raise additional funding next year. Author's note: if you thought this article was interesting, please scroll to the top of the article and click on follow next to Elephant Analytics. Thanks for reading. Disclosure: I am way along Amarin. I wrote this article myself, and it expresses my own opinions. I am not receiving compensation for it other than from seeking alpha. I have no business relationship with any company whose stock is mentioned in this article.